excited for another live call. Um, Want to start. Hopefully, you guys have seen the new home dashboard and the new prizes that we have for you guys for different accomplishments. I'm curious how many people here are eligible for the Hundo hat. So the hat that Trevin is wearing right now, in order to get it, you have to have 100 brand deals. Is anybody already at that benchmark? Yeah, Candace, let's go. Monique, thumbs up. Kimberly, Sabrina. I don't, does a thumb up mean that you guys are eligible? I assume that's what it is. Um, well, sweet. There's four. Let's see what the comments are saying.
I just
Yeah.
applied for my hat and my little trophy yesterday, so I'm
Oh,
excited.
heck yeah. Congrats. Um, that's awesome. Okay, sweet. And then so we know Candace is who has their 1,000 videos, who's going to be getting their plaque here in the next month. Monique there. Ruby's close. Next month. Less than 60 to go. Oh, Sabrina's right there. That's super exciting. Well, sweet. We're super excited to send these out. Um, this has been something that we've been working on for like months now, and we've gone through tons of different designs, and we wanted to just do something fun, to reward you guys for the hard work that you guys are putting in. So we're super excited to send them out. The hats will most likely be sent out at the end of this month. And then hopefully the plaques will be sent out at the end of the month. The plaques are going to take a little bit longer because we need everyone to apply and then they're custom made with your name on it. So it takes a little bit longer to get the plaques, but the hats will be at the end of this month. Where does one go to apply? I got 1,000 last week. Heck yeah, Cynthia. So if you go to the ViralView web app, it now takes you to what we call the home dashboard. There's a lot of fun metrics inside of there. And if you scroll all the way down on the home dashboard, you will see the two prizes available, the Hundo hat and the plaque. And right there in the top right corner of there, there'll be a little button where you can apply to get those. So super excited for that.
And just quick demo, you guys can kind of see. It's pretty self-explanatory, but really cool to see. So this is our demo account. It will show your earnings. In order for these metrics to populate, you have to refresh your earnings on both on and off-site store IDs. Um, and then here's some videos. These are like some of the most important videos we're going to be adding right here. So if you guys are new to Viral View and you're like, okay, where do I start? Like start with these videos, and those are going to be the most important. Put together an action plan of what you want to accomplish, and you can set a goal, and then you have your resources right here, and then here's the progress to the Hundo hat. So that's just a quick overview of the home dashboard.
Awesome. Um, okay, sweet. Is there anything else, Trev, that you wanted to go over before we dive into questions?
Yeah, I mean, I have there's been a common question that keeps getting asked, and so I'm just gonna kind of go through some product research questions. And here in a little bit, it's not gonna be as big of a question, but I will just kind of go through this process because I think
And while you're pulling that up, Trev, Nicole asked about, can I go back to old brand deals complete a few months ago and mark complete in viral view? I'm just starting to use the brand deal feature. So yes and no. Um, in order to have a brand deal eligible for the Hundo hat, there's a couple things that need to happen, and we're super strict on it. And you guys might have like a ton of brand deals that don't actually fit the criteria. So this is what the criteria is. It needs to be a reach out via the Viral View automation tool through Creator Connections. That's how we were able to track that it was through Viral View. And then the product that you ask the brand for, they need to send that exact product. Now, oftentimes a brand will say, "Oh, we'll send you a different product," which that's great. Obviously, like accept those. But in order for it to qualify for the Hundo hat, it needs to be the exact product that you reached out for. They send the product, and then you need to obviously upload the video and mark it as complete. And if you do those, that is what counts as a brand deal in order for it to qualify for that Hundo hat. So yeah, definitely go back in and mark the old brand deals as complete just to keep your brand deal tracker as up to date as possible. And there might be some, that will be eligible, but there might be some that aren't. But that's just that way. Anyone who does have the Hundo hat, like they earned it. Like there's no way to fudge it. So yeah, that's the explanation of that. Go ahead, Trev.
Okay, sweet. So, product research, super important topic. I want to dive deep into it. I feel like a lot of people have misunderstandings on one criteria is picking products, and then two, how Viral View actually works to this whole process. And I've talked about this in the past, but I feel like there's a lot of new people, and so I want to really kind of hit home with this again. And the overall message that I want to really instill in your brains is if everyone here on this call does the same exact thing, we are all going to get the same results. And so part of the program and part of the strategies that we're talking about, you have to find a unique angle to be different. We can't all be doing the same things. Because again, if everyone on this call, there's 27 of us, if we all find the same exact 27 products and we reach out to the brand, well, there's only going to be one out of the 27 that get it. And in reality, there's 70,000 plus Amazon influencers. And so you have to be even more different to stand out. Now, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, it's dead and you're not going to be successful, but the people that are not successful are doing what everyone else is doing. And so I want to really help you guys think in a way of I just want to be different. I want to be unique. I want to go out and kind of add my own twist to it. And that's what we invite everyone to do is yes, we have an amazing suite of tools, but it's your job to number one, understand how to use them, but then second, which is most important, is how can you use them in a different way that other people are not using them. So I'll show you guys kind of an example here. So first and foremost, most people probably come to Creator Connections. They pull up Creator Connections and they click product view and they're like, oh, there's three products. I'm going to request these three products. And boom, well, chances are, I bet 90% of all Viral View users are doing this. And so if you guys get on, I bet at like right now, um, there's probably people requesting for this same exact product as we speak. And so it's one of those things where it's like, yes, that can work, but you gotta go a little bit deeper. You gotta dig a little bit more. Um, and again, if everyone does that same strategy of just open product view and send the top green viral scores, again, you might be wondering, well, why am I not getting brand deals? Like everyone is getting so many brand deals and I'm not. And it's probably because you're requesting the same products that everyone else is requesting. So that's the first thing that I want you guys to think about is when you're doing product research, are you just doing what everyone else is doing, or do you have some sort of angle or some sort of strategy of approaching it? So that's number one. The second thing is right when you go to Creator Connections, a lot of people are getting confused and they're like, oh, I don't even know what's happening and product view is broken and but it's they don't quite understand how it's actually pulling in the data. So when you open up Creator Connections and you hit product view, it is only going to load the 80 to 100, 150 products. It depends on how many products are inside each campaign. We won't get into the all the finite details that don't really matter. But 82 products, that's not that much. And people are like, well, how do I get more products? Like it's broken. Well, if you just scroll down a little bit, and you can continue to scroll, it's going to populate more and more products. So like I didn't scroll that much. And if I come over here back to product view, well, you're going to see that I just loaded in another almost 200 products. And now there's more of a list. But again, if everyone does that same thing of go to creator connections and just scroll and open product view, and yes, you're going to load more products in, but if everyone does that same thing, well, we're all going to be finding similar products. So, yes, you can do that. And you can find good products doing that, and you can load a bunch of products. But that's where you have to kind of go into searching for keywords, coming into filters, coming in by sort by. Because if you guys go to Creator Connections, how Amazon does it is they show they kind of rotate it through every I don't know the exact timing, but they'll rotate products through. And also, Kate, if there's questions or something that comes in and you want to chime in, feel free. But
Responding in the comments, but
okay.
yeah, an eye on.
So if Amazon is going to show products to basically all influencers and then they rotate. And then they show it to all influencers and they rotate. But that rotation is not super common or it doesn't happen like every couple minutes. And so a lot of times, again, we're finding the same products. And so that's where you have to come over here and come and sort by start date, by commission rate, by brand A to Z. And the only reason that we're doing this is to just get a new, fresh set of products. You can come over here to filters and you can search for specific filters. And then you get a new set of products. And then from there, you go into filters or you sort by. Then you come over here and you type in a keyword. And it literally does not matter the keyword. Like they can be the most random. Like I just looked at my, whoops, I spelled that wrong. Yeah, something still came up. I looked at my watch, like I was just kind of looking around. Um, and as you can see, we've got 3,000 campaigns that have watch. And so now I'm going to scroll here. Again, scrolling is going to populate all of the data. It's going to pull in a lot of products. And then you can hit open product view and boom, we have 500 products that probably most people are not reaching out to unless they search for the keyword watch. So that's another strategy that you can do is get creative with the keywords that you're entering in. Come over here and sort it by commission rate. And you can filter this. And now we've got a fresh set of different watches out of the 3,000 campaigns. It reordered it in a different way. And I'll pull up product view and we've got another 380 that are different. And so as you just kind of go and dig and go deeper and deeper, you're going to find different products that other people aren't finding. And that is the key um, to getting free products. I have a guide that I put out. It's 10x your brand deals. If you guys don't have it, I'll attach it here at the end of the video. But that is literally the most important part to product research is if you are reaching out to the same products that everyone else is reaching out to, good luck getting samples. And you're going to be the person that is looking at the Facebook group and is like, how are people getting brand deals? And why am I not getting brand deals? And what's going on? And like, I guess this isn't, it's a scam or it doesn't work. And it's not any of those. It's just the pure fact that you're going about product research in the wrong way. So if you guys can, number one, understand that as you scroll, it's going to load in more products. But then as you go to filters, as you come into the commission rate, as you search for keywords, you're going to get another fresh set of products. So that is one way. And then the other way is you can actually go to Amazon and just search for any specific keyword. It doesn't really matter. We'll just come and type in toys. And you can search for products here. And this is what I'll do is I'll come to Amazon. And actually I don't want to share that keyword because I already know that as soon as because there's a product that I want to get. And I intentionally am gatekeeping because this is what happens. And so don't take this personally, but when I make a video or if I talk about something, everyone does that same exact thing and just follows it exactly to the T. And it's like, yes, that's great, but if everyone else is following that exact video and doing exactly the same filters and criteria that I'm doing, well, you guys are all going to be requesting the same products. So again, that's where you have to get creative. You have to have uh some and you don't even have to get creative. Throw it into ChatGPT. Have ChatGPT do the thinking for you. Have ChatGPT to get creative and come up with the different ideas. But coming back to the strategy, you can search for the keyword, and what I'll do is I'll scroll to the bottom, and I don't have to scroll to load these products, but I'm going to come to page 2, and I'm going to scroll to the bottom. These are populating, and then I'm going to come to page 3 and I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go through all the pages. And now I'm going to hit product view. And I just loaded 196 pages because it loaded page 1, page 2, and page 3. And now I can come over here, filter by creator connections, and look through these products and see if there's any that I should add to my bucket. Um, and so that's another strategy. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is the criteria and filters. There are, I feel like too many people have too strict of filters and they're only willing to, well, I don't know if it's willing, but like they will only send a message if it's a green viral score. And I hate to break it to you, that might not be the best strategy because all 1,000+ people are thinking that same way. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still reach out to the green viral scores. I'm not saying to not reach out to them. But if you do, you have to get creative on how you find the green viral scores. And then if you don't have a unique angle, you don't have a specific way, like there are still great products that you can review that are not green viral scores. So like for example, we'll just come over here and like look at this one. So it has 15% commission rate. It's doing 70,000, 100 influencer videos. That might be a little bit steep, but like this one, 65, it's doing 3,000. It's Easter eggs. So this is coming up on Easter season. And I guarantee here in a month, this is going to be doing 10, 20, $30,000 a month. And there's zero influencer videos. So it's one of those things where it's like, just because it's not green doesn't mean it's not a good product. And then another example is this remote control RC car. I don't care what the score is. This is a cool product that I want to have for my son. And me and my son can go make amazing memories. We can have a good time out in the front yard. We'll make the video. We'll be able to hang out with each other. It's doing good revenue. It has good creator connections, commissions. Yes, is the competition high? Absolutely. But it's a cool product. It's probably easy to resell. I can enjoy it with my son, and it might just so happen that the video pops off and it does really well, even though the competition is high. So I feel like a lot of people write products off way too quickly instead of analyzing the elements of like, oh, can I use this product myself? Can I gift the product? Can I resell it? What are some other scenarios? It could have a good viral score. You could be doing it just to get and build the relationship with the brand. Because what happens a lot of times is once you do one video for a brand, like they have other products and you establish that relationship. And so there's a lot of things to consider and look at when doing product research. And then coming back to creator connections, another thing that people will do, and it's not necessarily wrong, but I just don't think it's needed. But they will use these filters and they'll be like, I can't get any products to load. And the reason being is if I come over here and I'm like, hey, I only want viral scores of 80 plus, and as soon as I do that, well, there's no products. I just literally eliminated all the products that I can pick from. But in reality, there's still good products that are low below the 80 viral score. And I'll show you guys right here. So if we come over here to, I'm going to filter by price, and I'm going to find the most expensive product. If I can get this product that's $400, this watch, well, if I get it, make a review video, who cares if I make a commission? I could go sell this for, let's say, $50. That $50 is probably more, like the resale value of that is probably more than 99% of your videos of like one video. Like you probably might have maybe 10 videos that have generated over $50. And I was able to accomplish that by just reselling it for $50. And so it's just kind of having a rewire, a kind of a mental kind of shift of the way that you look at things. And so that's one way is filter by price. Another one is just look at the 30-day revenue, and find the one that's selling just the most, and then come over here. And it's like, okay, well, this one is selling $99,000, like, or this one's doing 25,000 and there's only four influencer videos. Like it still is a good product. It still is a good product for me to review. So I don't like the idea of filtering too much too quickly, because as you do that, again, it limits the ability to actually give some human touch, human analysis of is this product actually good or not. And if we make it super easy, like you can adjust it by viral score. You just click right here and you can see the top. If you want to adjust by revenue, you can click it and you can see the most. If you want to adjust by price, you click it right here and you can see that. So I personally never use these filters. Yes, they're there, and I'm not saying that you can't use them. Like there's obviously use cases. But for me, I just come over here and I just use the filters in product view. And then from there, I kind of go through and go about my product research process. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that. I know I've gone over that a few times in the past. Obviously, there's a lot of new people, so I wanted to kind of hit home on that and get your guys' brain spinning, thinking, getting creative on different things that you can do to be different and unique.
Nicole just asked a question. Do you get access to more campaigns that higher your tier, like bronze or platinum? And yes, well, yes and no. You get access to what's called, what is it? What is the name of it, Trev? The early access
Early
campaign,
access. Yep.
access campaigns. So you can see campaigns that aren't actually available yet, and then other creators can't see yet. So yeah, you can reach out to those before anybody else gets to them. But that's the only other thing that you can see. All right, Lori, what's up?
Hey guys. First off, Trevor, you are spot on because the people that pay attention to the viral score, one day it's going to be 99, the next day it's going to be 20. I've noticed it.
And then they'll have a mental breakdown.
Yes. But my question is for those that have gold and platinum status, how do you see your click commissions? I haven't been able to find it anywhere.
On the sponsored products, the new ones.
Yeah.
I posted I actually put together like a screenshot and it kind of goes through it.
Oh, you did?
Has anybody
Yes.
in here gotten commissions from that yet?
I have. So if you go, Lori, that screenshot that I sent, if you go to your earnings dashboard on offsite on your offsite store ID,
Hmm.
and then you just down at the bottom, there's affiliate plus and then sponsor products for creators.
And does it only appear when you make something?
No, it should appear whether there's sales or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've been looking everywhere for it and I'm like, okay, must be it just is going to appear. I'll have to go look at your image because I don't have it.
Yeah, look at the image and it will walk you through. And I'm kind of seeing the same thing. Like it's for me, it's a couple dollars as well. But the way that I look at it is I'm hoping things continue to improve, and with it's not much extra effort to go and accept the campaigns. We're already doing the YouTube offsite strategy. And I know other people are posting, for example, on Pinterest and on TikTok and on Instagram. And it's just another avenue to bring in revenue. So it might not be this home run, but I do have a feeling for some people that have a big blog or a big following or a good audience, like you'll be able to really start printing some money as Amazon continues to fine tune it. And it's only been out for what? it's been a week and a half now. So it's so early on that it's kind of
And the image
too
is
hard
in
to
the
tell.
Facebook group?
Yeah, but I also attached it. I sent it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. And I'll also just drop it here for you. Um, okay. What's up, Matt?
So, Cade, I was curious when you were talking about how you do the filtering, same kind of way I do through the product view. I know I kind of had mentioned this before, and you guys were talking about developing it, but if there would be a way in the future to, let's say, if you wanted to hold everything in the ranked by 30-day revenue, and then just hold that column and then arrange it by another column so that you've got maybe the two or three most important columns lined up for what you want to check. That could be something to think about in the future. That would be very beneficial for, I think, the way that people use that product view to do the filtering.
Yeah, yeah, I can totally see that because yeah, you can filter it, but then as soon as you do another one, it just
Yeah.
does it. So yeah, I like that recommendation. Appreciate that. I love seeing in the comments just all like the small little wins that people are having with EPC. It's gonna be interesting to see, you know, the future of it, what Amazon does, and love that people are just taking advantage of what they have so far. So, all right. Any other questions? Matt, was there a question that you had, or did you just wanna, okay, cool. Just want to make sure. All right, Jackie, what's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. How do here I am. Hi.
What's up?
Okay, quick question. I asked you, you just answered me, but I did a follow-up. How are you choosing which campaigns? So those click campaigns, I know it shows me a million of them, but you're just accepting all of them. How do we pick which ones to accept for that? Is there a
Yeah, so
strategy? Go ahead.
um Trev, do you wanna just demonstrate that or
Yep, I will share my screen right here. So, I did make a video on this. I can't. All the days are blending.
All right, I'll check it out. I'll check out
I
the
I
can
video.
find the video,
no,
I'll throw it in the
yeah,
chat.
but drop it in the chat, Cade. But again, just quick recap for those that are unfamiliar. So, Affiliate Plus campaigns, you unlock this at bronze level. This is the creator connections that we're used to. You accept the campaign, you get the increased commission rates for the sales that you drive. Sponsor
Okay.
products for creators gets unlocked once you are gold tier and above.
Yep.
And I do know that there are some people that are gold tier, and for whatever reason, it's not showing up. I don't know if it's because they didn't qualify in time or if Amazon is just buggy, which they are, and I'll show you why they're super buggy. But it'll eventually appear. The sponsor products for creators, that has nothing to do with Viral View. So if that's not showing, that has nothing to do with us. That's an Amazon thing. But once it does show, it will show you a list of products where it will give you it's super basic information. It gives you the reviews, it gives you the price, and it gives you the ASIN, and then the EPC, which stands for earnings per click. And basically, what Amazon is doing is if I was to create a post on Instagram or let's say YouTube promoting this bluey scribble scrubby coloring book and I was to generate clicks, I would get paid per click instead of per conversion. Now, what's cool is if they do convert, I will also get paid the standard commission rate, which can vary from anywhere from like 1 to 4%. But it's just an incentive and another cool program for us to be able to generate money for just getting a click. Now, one thing to note is if you have a Creator Connections campaign accepted, let's say this Bluey coloring book is also in Creator Connections and you have the campaign accepted, you would not generate any money from clicks. So I know a lot of people that have been in the program, and like I would say 95% of their products are all creator connections. And so there's not as many products that are outside of Creator Connections. And so that's another reason that you wouldn't see your sponsored products for creators' earnings be anything significant. Just because Creator Connections takes priority and you'll get that commission. You can't stack Creator Connections, sponsor products for creators plus the standard. But standard commissions are always there no matter what. And then it depends on if it's Creator Connections or if it's EPC. So to answer Jackie's question of like, okay, well, what's the strategy and what do I accept? Well, Viral View actually will accept it for you. So it has the accept sponsor products for campaigns. And it works very similar to the normal Creator Connections that we're used to. It's going to take the ASINs from your storefront. It's going to take the ASINs from your media links, your deep links, and it's going to cross-check uh, the um, the campaign database. And if there's a campaign, it's going to accept it for you. What's cool is we are going to be accepting campaigns that Amazon is not showing you. So right here, Amazon is only showing me, if I open up product view, they're showing me 436 products. But what's cool is there are way more than 436 campaigns. I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands of campaigns. And so we're taking and cross-checking those ASINs to the campaigns. And if there's a campaign, we accept it. And then from there, once it's accepted, and I'll show you guys, this is where Amazon needs to figure it out. Mine is literally just dead. It doesn't show anything, which is fine. When I open up product view, we'll be able to pull in the data, but Amazon is literally just broken. Um, but once it's accepted, you can submit the content. And so here it's the same exact process. You submit the content and you'll come over here and you'll see all the content that I've submitted. You'll see a bunch of YouTube links. You'll see Amazon links. And all of that is being submitted. So you'll want to do that. I've been telling people run it once a week. I don't think you need to run it much more unless you are going super heavy offsite and doing a lot of promotion offsite, then that's where you might want to accept it more. But other than that, like I don't think there is much of a need to go too crazy on accepting the campaigns. And then this accept all button, I personally don't know why Amazon has this here. People have been clicking it and you can totally click it, but the reality is like if you accept all, like most of these products, like I don't have any links for. So it's kind of useless for me to I actually did just make a video on that, so I need to accept it. Um, but it's useless to just go and accept them all. So that's kind of the high level overview, and then Cade shared a video as well that kind of walks through the process.
Thank you. I didn't realize it had the accepted campaign thing. Can I ask you another question
Yep, of
while I have
course.
you?
Yep.
It's totally different topic. I don't know. I've never heard you talk about this, so this could be like for another day or whatever, but I'm just going to throw it out there. The Viral View extension is great for organizing, the creator connections and all that, and I'm utilizing that a lot. But do you have any suggestions, or how do you guys organize like your brand deal? Like I'm just now starting to try to charge money, right? And I'd asked you guys your opinion a while ago. I think Cade was answering me. There's brands that are now coming back to me. So I'm sending them my rate sheet. Like the first one I do for free, but now I charge whatever. I don't know how to keep track of that because in my follow-up, I send my media kit, but in my original message, I don't. Since I'm not personally sending my follow-ups, you guys, Viral View sending them for me. When somebody comes and says, yeah, I'll do a video for you, how do I know if they saw my media kit and they think I'm going to do one for free and then the second one? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just having trouble. Like, I don't know who I told what to. So I guess I just have to be consistent. But my original message doesn't have my media kit. So it doesn't say I charge for anything. So if they answer me, I do a video and that's it. If they come back to me, I send them the media kit with the rate card, right? But my follow-ups, I'm sending them the rate card.
So one thing that I would do is if
Yeah.
they reach out to you via email or Instagram, I wouldn't send them your media kit. Just negotiate.
Okay.
And then that way you don't have anything. Like you don't need to worry about it.
Unless they reach out and ask for like data, then you can. But yeah, I agree.
So
And then
wait,
another thing is
yeah,
if you are worried about it, like you could put um like again, like when I made the video talking about like doing the first one free, I'm not
yeah,
saying that's the best strategy.
yeah.
Um
No, I
and
copied you.
and so one thing that you could do is remove that and just mention that in your follow-up template where you're not setting the precedent of like, hey, you're doing it for free, but in your follow-up, you can specifically say, hey, here's my media kit. I know it says that I charge, but I'm willing to do the first one for free. Check it out. And it's like
So yeah,
you could go about it in the way of like showing, like telling them that you'll do it for free. And then when it comes to negotiating outside of Amazon on Instagram and things, you can send your media kit. Who cares? There is no for free nothing. And
right.
these are your rates.
Right. So, okay. So just to clarify, because I'm a little confused. So my original message, I don't talk about media kit at all. I don't talk about price. I just say, hey, you want to send me a sample? I'll do a great video for you. And they say, great, what's your shipping address? And I do it and they send it to me and I do it. Okay. But when I'm doing those 20 follow-ups a day, in my follow-up, and maybe you're going to tell me take this out, in my follow-up, I have just following up, whatever the generic is, and here's my stats. And I send the media kit.
So that's what I was saying is on your
Yeah.
media kit, you get rid of the for free. So it looks like
Okay.
you charge. And then
Okay.
in your follow-up message, you say, hey, here's my media kit. By the way, the first video
Oh,
I will do for free.
okay.
It says that I charge, but the first video I will do for free. And
And maybe that
honestly, that probably, like
will hook
thinking
them.
logically, that probably is going to be the better strategy. Again, I don't know. And this is where
Yeah.
you guys can go
Yeah.
kind of take what you guys want and then go implement.
Of course. That's
But
a good
yeah,
idea to know.
that's just an idea. And then from there, who cares who sees your media kit? It's all consistent of like, hey, I charge. And you
Right.
can
And then,
always tell them, hey, I'll do it for free. Like,
right, because I want the
yeah.
product or whatever. But then lastly, really quick, and I'm sorry to take up more time. My only other problem is, because I'm sending out the automated follow-ups, I don't necessarily know all the brands. I've already done a free video. I guess I just have to recognize the products, right? Like it would be, is it when you say like you'll do the first one for free, is it for that brand or is it for that product? When you say you'll do one for free and then, do you know what I mean? I don't know who's coming back to me all the time. I get like 20
So
messages a day.
I'll just keep it super simple. The
Yeah.
only time that I'm charging is when I'm communicating them via email or Instagram DMs.
Okay.
Because it's too hard to track everything and
That
know who
that's
sent
my
this, who
question.
sent that, what did you tell this person. So when they contact you or when they reach out to you, um or I
So,
mean there might be certain instances and that's where it's just kind of it's you just have to kind of look at the messages and you kind of read the room of like kind of get a feel of like what like if you don't want the product or and like you're going back and forth in creator connections and they do say like hey we want to send you more products like you can negotiate like I'm not saying
right.
not negotiate
Okay.
but to just keep it simple like I would say majority of the paid brand deals well major I would say 99% are all via email WhatsApp and Instagram.
Okay. Okay.
Now, with
And-
all that being said, what I would also add is just because, that's what we do doesn't mean that
Right.
it's the only right or wrong. Like, there's probably someone in here that's doing something completely different. They're having success. It's like, great. So it's like, take this for what's worth,
Yeah.
implement it in your own way, kind of like
Yeah.
you were saying at the beginning.
Yeah. I
Uh,
like your opinion. I like to hear what you guys have done. Obviously, you're really successful. And then last question, I just asked you, Trevin, but I know I talk a lot. When you say you do one for free, and then is it the brand you do or the product you'll do when you're negotiating with them outside, let's just say. I'm just asking as a general question. Do you guys usually do one product video and then if they want you to do more for that product you charge, or is it like that's how you deal with the brands, like when they want to say to you, hey, I want to send you more products that are different, then you start charging them, or
So
you do like yeah,
if they're contacting me outside of Amazon, I'm always negotiating. I won't do it
okay,
for free.
okay,
Because they're coming to me. They
got it,
want my services. I'm not going to them.
okay,
But to answer your question is if you're doing the first one free, it's for the one product video. And then if they want a second video or if they want to send you a second product, it doesn't
Got it.
matter. You're charging for it.
Okay, I understand. All right, I appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Sweet. I want to say there was someone that had their hand up a second ago. I might have missed it. I've gotten, I think, to everyone in the comment section. I like what Grayson said of start charging for extras, explain what they get for free, then upcharge. A lot of people like they get a huge bulk of their money for charging for the video for the brand right, the usage rights, where you give the brand the rights to the video to use it. So you can also mention that to a brand in your negotiation. If they say, "Oh, we can't afford that," you could say, "Oh, how about I give you the usage rights as well?" Or, you know, you can double it and say you can have the usage rights. So just another thing to keep in mind. All right, what's up, Juliana?
Oops, hang on, let me just lower my hand. Sorry, because I forgot to do that last time. So I just had a question. So I opened a UK storefront and I was overthinking it as usual and decided right now I don't want to really focus on that. I still want to focus on my US storefront at the moment. But is there a penalty for literally not doing anything with it at the moment? Like, is there a certain time frame? Like, people are saying you have to still submit your 3 videos again, and people are saying you don't have to. So I'm getting kind of mixed.
Yeah.
First
First thing I would say is I like your strategy and something similar to what I'm doing. I'm just putting more priority into US than UK and Canada. I think if something changes with UK and Canada, there's more opportunity, we'll be ready for it. So I do think it's good to have the account approved so that you're ready. I
Okay.
haven't heard anything about someone being penalized for not posting.
Okay. 'Cause people are saying like you have to post your 3 videos again, and then I'm like, is there a certain amount of time, or is it after you post those 3 videos that you have to make
I
a
would just
certain?
get it approved, upload your 3 videos, and then just don't think about it.
And
Um,
then yes, I will do that. Because it's been on heavy on my mind that I'm like, is there a penalty for not ever posting on it? And then how do social medias work? Because technology is not necessarily my thing, but if you do you need to list your social medias again, but how does that work? Because are the links going to be UK to some on YouTube, but US to some? You know what I mean? Like the links. So I just want to make sure I'm compliant if I'm doing all that.
Yeah, I mean,
so go ahead, Kate.
you got it, Chef.
So, I have been seeing a lot of chatter in terms of like trying to be compliant and making sure that you're doing things correctly. And so it's a valid question.
Mhm.
To put it very simply, it's super like it's super simple. All you do is you go to your one on your account and you just list your social medias. So if you have a YouTube, if you have an Instagram, and you just put the links, and that's good enough. With
Okay.
UK, again, you're probably overthinking it because you're not going to be really driving any traffic, and there's not going to be any links out there in the wild to begin with for you to get slapped on the wrist and get a potential suspension. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about um, that angle of being compliant, but I do see people that are trying to send text messages of links or sending it in private Facebook groups. So like that's another thing is like I will delete certain posts on Facebook if I see like links that shouldn't be shared because it's a public group. And if Amazon can't be able to get into the group and be able to see it, for them it's a private how what's the correct term? Um they can't see where the link click originated. And so that is a sketchy link on Amazon's end, and boom, it's game over. So sending
Right.
texts, private Facebook groups, I'm trying to think of other example. Those are like the main ones that I see. And then another thing is people will post and try to they'll post on places where like you don't have a site listed. So like they'll go post in Reddit threads or they'll go drive Facebook traffic or whatever. And it's like you can't really cheat the system that way. So like for me, as long as you have the social medias listed and you're sharing the links publicly, you have the disclosures, there should be no reason that you get suspended.
Okay.
And most of the people that are getting suspended is because they one don't know what they're doing and they're like, oh, I didn't do anything, but like they actually did do something.
Yeah.
Or they just yeah, that's the main reason. Or they were actually intentionally drawing the gray, kind of walking down the gray line, and they got stepped on the foot a little bit from Amazon.
Right.
I
And
wouldn't stress too much about it. I know a lot of people are stressing about it.
well, because
Mainly-
I see people like constantly saying, "Oh, my account got," I can't believe it happened to me that my account got, and I'm like, "Oh my God, is this coming? Like, is this gonna happen because of this?" I'm overthinking it at night. So I just figured I would ask that, but also
well, people
when
go
I
change. They go change too much stuff. They go change
right,
this link and they change that and they change this and they
right,
change here and
I'm leaving it all alone. I'm like,
like
it's working. I'm leaving it
or
as
they'll
is.
private of the TikTok account or the Instagram account, and it's like
Right,
just don't be messing with things. And if you do mess
right,
with things, like make sure that you update Amazon's end.
right.
Um, and then another big one that people are getting hit with is trademark policy. And so
Okay.
there were two people that had like in their cover profile, they have an Amazon logo. That's a
Oh,
no-go. Like you do
okay.
not, any Amazon logos, do not post Amazon logos anywhere on any social media. That is immediately, like as soon as you do, boom, you're
Go on.
toast. So those are the main things that people struggle with.
Okay, and thank you. I that clarifies a lot for me. I Another thing I didn't know how this happened. I don't know why I would have done this, but my husband originally started the Amazon store, the US storefront, and then when I went in to make, I followed, I think it was one of Cade's videos, and I think it was, and everything went well, but I noticed that my is it like the handle for like or the UK storefront is it says my name somehow. I don't know how that happened, but like
You probably linked your social media instead of your husband's.
well, so all the social medias are me. So I don't know, but I was just like, is that another issue? Like
Well, it's
I
probably because so your husband probably got approved initially and then you changed it to your name.
yeah, so he really didn't have any social medias hooked up to it. I made the YouTube. I
But
made
what I'm saying
the
is you used his like email and password,
yes,
which that was under his name, and
right.
you probably went in and changed the name, and then when you went in and got approved for UK, it's now using your name, not his.
Is that like an issue
It
if
shouldn't be.
okay, okay.
Like
Obviously.
on my storefront, it's like what is it? Amazon influence or whatever, and then it says Tecker instead of my name because Tecker. A lot of people don't know this. Back before, like how I got started with social media is I used a fake name and I wore a mask because I was like scared about what other people would think, and I grew that account and I used the name Tecker, and that's the original account that I used to get approved as an Amazon influencer. Obviously, things have changed since then, and I've kind of done a complete switch with my content of now just embracing the discomfort of that. But it says Tecker, and there's nothing I can do to change that. That's just what it is, and there's no issue with that.
Okay, good. Well, thank you. Yes, that was very helpful from both of you. So thank you.
All right, what's up, Marcy?
Couple things. If I want to change my handle, am I playing with fire? Like it just says Marcy Coleman. I would love to be a little more creative, but I don't want to
Your handle on your social media or your handle on Amazon?
on Amazon.
On Amazon,
Either.
you could change your Amazon
I
name.
personally think that I Marcy Cole is great.
It's not gonna do anything
And
like
like when you like personal thought or personal opinion, if you go change it to like Marcy reviews products, it's like, well, this person's opinion is just she just reviews and like I don't want to watch her video. So like since it's your name, it's more like that's the beauty part of the influence program is people just want to watch real videos from real people.
They'll
And so
just
if
say
you
that.
go and have too unique of a name, like it might do the opposite of what you think. So for me, I would just like I think Marcy Cole is great. And someone's gonna see that and I'm like, hey, I want to see what Marcy says. Like I want to hear what her opinion says instead of like some random name. So I don't think it matters that much. If you want to change it, you can. If you don't, like I don't think
No,
it's a
I,
big deal,
I
but
feel totally
um
comfortable with what you said. I just don't want to be boring.
yeah. But you can, I mean, you totally can change it. I just think that like being personal, like personable is gonna be better than not. Unless you're gonna go in a complete different direction and try to like build like an actual brand around it, then it might be different. But anyways, those are just some thoughts.
Okay. And the other thing I wanted to mention, and I probably beat this to death, but with the refresh, refresh this, refresh that, report this, report that. So, I'll post on Facebook once in a while and you're very good at responding, but I don't see it. Like everybody's desktop is different. And so I'm like, where's that button? Or how do I click on that? So I'm just wondering, like, I think I've got everything, but I don't know with my reports. And if you guys could make something to say, and you did at one point somewhere, but I just feel like there's still more information now that we should be doing, on a daily basis, 3 times a day, 2 times a day, once a week. That and then the refresh buttons. I'm totally confused, like how to refresh the app. And I mean, I think I did it, but I don't have a confirmation that I did it. How to refresh your storefront, how to refresh your app. All of those things. I just want to maximize all of that the best I can.
So, two things. One, what, like, when you say you don't have things that other people do, is there a specific, like, where at are you talking?
Just like open your browser, like my browser opening page might look different than yours. I'm just using that as an example. Somebody else has a Windows and says do it this way, and I have a Mac. So it configuration is totally different. But because I think you work off of a Mac, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So I know I could, if I saw, like I put in my comment, and you just totally did that with the boxes and the arrows. Like I have it now. I can file it, and if I need to go back to it, it's just great.
So a few things, to update Chrome or things like that, it will naturally just update and you don't even have to do anything. It just will take a day or so.
Like
Um,
the app.
so if the extension.
Okay. Yes.
And that will update. If you want to, and again, like I don't want this to come across mean to anyone, but if you guys have a question on things like how do I update my extension or how do I do this, like ChatGPT will be able to give you step by step, and you tell Chat, I have a MacBook 2018, this, how do I do this? And it will literally boom, 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 boom in 2 seconds
And it will it do it
and
for
walk you
viral
through
view?
what?
Can it pull it for viral view?
Like I'm talking about like updating and refreshing. So like we're talking about just updating the extension, like things that not like I mean there's a billion different extensions, and so it's the same exact process for all the other extensions. Like viral view is not different. So like on certain tasks, it's the same whether it's viral view, whether it's Loom. And if you guys don't use Loom, Loom is amazing. It's like a screen recording software. It's not going to be applicable for 99% of you guys, but it's great. But like there's just so many different extensions. And it's the same exact, this is how you update and this is how you get the latest version. So like chat can help with that. But then in terms of like watching the videos and staying up to date, what happens is the UI and it's the user interface is what it stands for. The UI looks a little different because we are making constant updates, and it's going to be the same. It just looks or says something a little different. So like I'll give you guys an example right here, and just so that you guys don't freak out when this does happen. We have an update that should be rolling out very soon. right here. And we added more buttons right here, and people are gonna be like, whoa, 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 what happened? It's all the same. It just is reorganized in a little bit different way. So you have your same accept campaigns, you have the product view, you have the campaign view, but now you have the send bucket messages and you have the edit templates all in that spot. So it's the same experience, it's the same thing. It just looks a little different, and that can be confusing for some. But if you just go around and you click on it, it's going to be like, oh, okay, I'm used to this button. Oh, well, if we come over here to edit templates, it's the same edit template button that I'm used to. If I hit open, like, so as you just kind of navigate things, like it's all the same. It just might look a little bit different. And I know that in a perfect world, we could have like every single video that we made 2 months ago all have this new format, but the videos that we posted 2 months ago, they're gonna look a little bit different than the ones that we post moving forward. And that's just kind of it is what it is. There's not really a good solution, and we try to make updated videos as much as we can. Um, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of up to you to really understand, like, okay, what does this button do? And this button, and like, for example, people are like, what's accept affiliate plus campaigns? Like, I don't know this. This is something completely new. And it's like, if you just clicked on it, you would know exactly what it did. It's the same exact thing. It's just affiliate plus is now creator connections. So right here, it's the same thing, but for some it confuses them. So I'm right there with you. Like, I know that it can be confusing and overwhelming, but it just takes some time. And that's just part of business. Is there's learning curves, there's things that we don't fully understand, and there's things that I still don't understand.
I think my
But if
bigger
you
thing
do have
is the
questions,
report.
what was that?
I think my bigger thing is the reports to make sure that I am, accepting this, accepting that, like run, because I run them several times a day, and I just want to make
So
sure.
I'll send you a video on the exact breakdown of what I recommend in terms of the, like, we have videos. And if you have a question of like, hey, how often should I run this? I will always send a video, because I would say we have a video or a screenshot, or I have a custom, like, I literally have a full Google Doc of the same questions that we get, and I just copy paste it. So if you want to ask it, I have a copy paste template YouTube video, something that I'll just paste that I've already pasted to somebody else.
Okay.
And then also another thing is you can search in the Facebook group of a specific question, of like, hey, how do I do this? Like, if you search, like, there's going to be a bunch of threads that will also walk through it as well.
Okay.
Awesome. Was that everything, Marcy?
Yes, just also, I'm sure you've seen all my threads about Naples, Naples.
The what?
Don't come to Miami, go to Naples.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Come to Miami.
there's
Um,
a lot of people on the West Coast, like we'd have a little party.
that
So
would be, yeah. We are
yeah.
wanting to do a meetup with as many people as possible soon. Um, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Would
I'm
be
only here till mid-April though. Then I'm Chicago,
all
which
right.
is
Well,
awesome
you
too.
you can fly out.
That's true. I can always
All
come
right.
visit.
You guys
Okay,
totally should have a live event. I will buy my ticket today.
let's
hey.
go. Yeah, well,
That'd be
we
fun.
wanna see all you guys in person, and also just give you guys a chance to meet each other as well. It'd be super fun. So yeah, stay in tune for that. All right, let's wrap up with what Candace has to say.
Quick question. How often do you recommend running the sponsored, uh, not the normal one, not the affiliate plus, but the sponsored
I said
products?
once a week.
Once a week. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like
I mean, you can run it
might,
more.
yeah, and that might change. Obviously, it's a brand new thing. With us not knowing exactly where it's going, we just don't want to spend too much time and energy and focus on this until we get a little bit more feedback. But yeah, if you want to do it more, you totally can.
So like for example, I ran it there like almost every day to just kind of test. And when I was running it, it would maybe find 3, 4, 5 additional campaigns. So it wasn't anything crazy, but that first time I ran it, it found like 650 or something. And so it definitely, sure, if you ran it every day, I bet it would find new campaigns. But is it worth the time? It might not. It's totally up to you, but I think once, twice a week is plenty. And then I also just shared the resource for the brand deals, 10x your brand deals, um, in the chat as well. I'm gonna do that one more time. And all of these links are in the Facebook group as well. So if you go to the Facebook group and you go to the pinned featured section, there's a resource section that has all of the links of guides like this. So we have like the 0 to 100. We have the 10x brand deals. There's the live calls, support, all of those, and then we also added some to the home dashboard. So we're trying to get as many resources to you guys as humanly possible. So, anyways, thank you guys for jumping on. We will see you guys next week, and depending on how things go, we'll for sure have some new updates. Some might be bigger or smaller, I don't know. But until next same time, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see you guys then.
Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.